Hey, testing, testing, 1.2. Awesome. Hi, guys. My name is Kim. I'm the Director of Strategy at Heroic. And like Zoe said, we're an esports organization and the newest partner of Polkadot. We're super proud, super excited to be here. And we're going to do some really cool things next year. Some words about me. I've been part of Heroic for the past couple of years. Prior to that, I actually dipped my toe into blockchain a bit. I was a management consultant for many, many years, working within the financial services industry. And I've done a few blockchain projects. So building a P2P payment platform in the Nordics. I've done smart contract solution for real estate development in Norway. But that's all ancient history. What matters is that I'm a nerd. I'm a huge gamer, and I have a huge passion for esports. So when Daniel, Streamler came to me early this year and said, hey, do you want to do a blockchain partnership? He talked about the Polkadot community. My initial thought was like, we're nerds, you're nerds, let's do something nerdy. So thank you so much to the entire Polkadot community for the massive support. We're the most engaged and voted sponsorship proposal of 2024. So it's just really, really cool for us at Heroic to be part of this Polkadot community. I'm going to talk a bit about blockchain in esports, what this sponsorship is built on, and what the target audience and the goal of this sponsorship is for promoting Polkadot in gaming and esports. I'm going to do a bit of show and tell. Esports is all about marketing and content creation, so we're gonna do some watching as well. And I'm going to take you through how we aim to position Polkadot as one of the preferred blockchain infrastructures in gaming and esports. And at the end, I'll talk a bit about what we've done so far and what's to come for the next year. So just for everyone to get on board with esports, there's some hardcore fans here, but for the rest of you, I'm going to do a bit of show and tell and give you an intro to esports.
Have you guys seen esports and the E-League? I don't know if that's sport.
I have not seen it, Ernest.
I have seen it.
It's a game.
I don't know if athlete is the right word that I would
You
go
don't break
for.
a sweat? I don't consider it a
Oh,
sport.
no.
Goosebumps every time. It feels so good to show this video. But I want to go back in time because as I was preparing for this talk, I wanted to go back and think about how I actually got into blockchain. And on the left side here, you see a screenshot from TeamLiquid.net's forum from 2011 announcing a big StarCraft Brood War tournament with a very unique prize pool. $1,000 for the 8 best teams. However, for the 5th to 8th place, 25 Bitcoins. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Fast forward to date. I think with the current market cap, that's about $60,000 maybe. Still a lot of money for a 5th to 8th place. But all things considered, things have changed a lot, both in gaming and in blockchain. Because gaming now is big. It's massive. And it has true cultural impacts on society. This is a quote from The Guardian from 2021, showing that gaming is now bigger than the movie and music industry combined. About $184 billion industry with about 3 to 4 billion gamers all over the world. However, esports is a weird niche with about $3 billion industry. Fast growing, and esports has been a very, very important marketing tool for the big game publishers who have been driving this industry growth for many years. And you can say that esports has gone from this basement dweller, weird tournaments at home to big, massive stadiums in front of thousands of people, streamed for millions online. Just 2 words for you guys who are noobs into esports. Really nice parallel is to look at traditional sports. There are a lot of similarities. So esports is a competitive, organized, and professionalized part of gaming. Just like the Manchester City guys are doing the same things for football. There are athletes, teams, and leagues on a national, regional, and global level. There are team-based games like Counter-Strike, Dota, Call of Duty, and individual games like FIFA, Street Fighter, and so on. And these players on the highest level, they make bank. Millions of dollars in salaries, huge prize pools. So it's a big, big thing. There are many different games, and all of these games are streamed online for millions of viewers. And this is typically something we at Heroic try to look at to spot and identify the most relevant and interesting games for our teams. And it's maybe hard for you to see in the back, but we're positioned in the top part of the pyramid in the most relevant and biggest games globally. Just to give you a full picture of the entire gaming ecosystem and how also commercial partners like Polkadot fits into this. So you have team fans who follow professional teams who play in esports game titles, organized in leagues and tournaments. They're all streamed and distributed on platforms for millions of esports fans. And game developers like Microsoft, Riot, all these have been very, very important to develop the industry, but also partners like Polkadot and others, very, very important to professionalize and expose your brand to a young target audience. And there are many reasons why brands have chosen to engage with esports teams and organizations. Mainly, it's about the target audience. It's a young, always connected audience who will consume your content immediately. Working with T-War esports teams give you a global presence and visibility across many different channels in native languages all over the world. What's particularly unique with some of the games is that you can also do product and brand integration inside games, like Dota 2, and I'll show you an example of that. That gives a very unique branding opportunity that you don't see in many other industries. Likewise, we do both activations online and offline, and we can make this always on story, taking your brand to tournaments, activating through social media, and then you can end up with a journey at the tournament and interact with the brand there physically. Lastly, our industry is super immature with lots of problems that software can solve. So long term, there's lots of potential of building really cool and innovative things in the esports industry. I also did some research on blockchain exposure historically. Please don't look at the top logo. We all know that's that story. But why I chose to bring FTX here is that they were actually one of the first teams to first companies to do a naming rights deal of a team. And it's still to date the largest sponsorship deal of all in esports, massive. But all of these teams on the left side are typically regarded as tier 1.5 teams who have had $1 million long-term deals with blockchain providers. Typically, this has been centered around content creation and educational content, but also some activations through a bit dodgy NFT pushes and stuff like that. There have also been put one example of more of a project-based partnership. It's not a direct sponsorship, but there are partnerships between teams and software providers who try to build something cool in the industry. So what about Polkadot and Heroic? So we are a global esports organization with 5 teams, so players and athletes in 5 different game titles. We play tournaments all over the world, and the social media and marketing team is working day and night to capture all time zones to give exposure at these tournaments. Almost $5 million prize money won. Most of that is coming from this Counter-Strike team, these guys. That's our legacy. That's how we basically started. But we've branched into new games based on their success. And that's all about the esports performance side of things. On the marketing side, we're also very proud to have a huge reach. Last year, we reached about 600 million people. Big number. But we've also read the discussions on OpenGov about marketing and how much impressions mean. So what we try to really focus on is it's an engagement and turning that into activation, which I'll show you an example of. Our fans are quite similar to the rest of the esports industry, male, young, and we have been typically focused around Americas and Europe. There are some nuances to this. If you look at, depending on game title, channel, and region. So typically, the channels of TikTok are more centered towards younger audience. If you look at Fortnite specifically, there are more female followers than the average here, about 25% female followers. And the top regions, Americas, is typically centered around our Dota 2 fans. In total, we have about 1.1 million followers on our official channels, and I think it's about 5.5 million, including influencers, players, all the accounts that we manage. But followers don't mean shit. Engagement is what matters. And that's where we're one of the best teams in the world. Last year, we had the highest engagement rate of all our peers. And these are big, established Tier 1 teams. And we're crushing them on engagement. How? We're fucking funny. We meme a lot. We create engagement through super engaging content for ourselves and for our partners. We try to use comedy, we try to be edgy, and we try to do a lot of memes. In long form, short form, animations, we do influencer collabs with Max Verstappen, documentaries, vlog, and so on and so on. I can keep talking about this content, but it's much better to show you what this really is. So sit back for 5-6 minutes and enjoy.
You're trash, you piece of Can you shut the you noob? Your mother is a
Heroic Pro Kit Basics, short for Basically Sexy, by Homa.
Made by gamers, for gamers.
Developed and tested scientifically in the most challenging of conditions.
I'm here for the shoot.
It's Thomas HG. It's early. Get out.
Fucking hell, he's wasting my time.
Developed with the best programmers in the world. Heroic X Homa Pro Kit. Approved by laser eagles everywhere.
Let's not act like newbies, yeah? So try to act cool, fit in. And most importantly, do not make a scene.
Yeah!
Some people might overreact if they lose an important game. Not me.
No, not today!
I'm the greatest coach in the world. We have a saying in Norwegian, ut på tur, aldri sur, which directly means out on a trip, never sour. Whoa! Boys, you know what this means? Let's go!
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for taking your time.
No worries, no worries. Are you ready?
I'm ready, yeah. I'm, you know, a little bit, you know.
Which Scandinavian is the best at lying? Eller best liar.
Okay, I thought my abs were caused by me rubbing my stomach.
What?
I did it in class.
You did this in class?
Yeah,
Might look
I
like
know how
something
that
else.
looks.
No disrespect if this is true, but this is too stupid for me. Like, I think it's a lie.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yay! That's fun!
This is
Where
horrible.
did he come from? How did he kill 3 of us with that? Where is he? How did that happen?
We gotta do something drastic.
Welcome to Scandinavian Squid Games. Whatever that means.
Mommy!
Every day, millions of gamers are forced outside in order to experience cutting-edge graphics because the price of GPUs is just too expensive. Introducing Polkadot, a crypto project enabling amazing innovation without hating gamers. Polkadot doesn't require 50 million GPUs to function, and you can do all that cool decentralized stuff, even if you are of below average intelligence, like myself. Proving once and for all, absolutely everyone can use Polkadot. Maybe not him. At least he can soon upgrade his GPU.
All right. So the last video you saw was something we used as a teaser for the proposal. We're currently making the launch campaign, which is going to be a bit higher quality, or production quality than this. But I'm going to spend the last 4 minutes to talk about what we have planned, and it's a lot. We're going to get you on the jersey, like this. You're all over our social media. We're going to do unique marketing campaigns. We're going to do activations. We're here. We're going to do more blockchain events. And of course, be at the biggest tournaments in the world. Lastly, we also have a separate business development project where we want to identify good use cases for trying to build something in esports on Polkadot. Which is going to be really interesting in terms of a long-term partnership. What have we done so far? It's only been a couple of weeks, but we are already going really hard. So our Dota 2 team qualified for the International, which is like the biggest tournament in Dota 2, but it's also considered one of the biggest tournaments in esports. And we are going to do some really cool secret Polkadot stuff that I can't talk about yet, but it's going to be awesome, centered around our fans. And right now we are playing World Cup in Dota 2, where, like I talked about, it's quite unique. Polkadot is now, our players are now proudly wearing the Polkadot logo inside the game. So you have exposure in all of the games that Heroic play inside Dota 2. Typically, we went actually through the playing stage as #1 in the group. Typically, the games were watched by 10 to 20,000 people live. And then there's a lot of rewatching in the hundreds of thousands of viewers. We also got some media exposure in crypto media and esports media already, which is pretty cool. Lastly, what now? So we have established a marketing council to help us and guide us in promoting Polkadot in the right way, finding the projects or products that we want to center our activations. So currently we're in the works of doing the launch campaign. We have the content team here to do some cool stuff. The jersey and pro kit is currently in the works. So the next tournament, our Counter-Strike team, you will see they wear Polkadot on the jersey, as well as the pro kit that I'm having here will have the Polkadot logo. We'll also start working on the community voting on specific topics. So we want to involve you guys to vote on, for instance, what games do you want to do a fan tournament? What kind of tournaments do you want to go to and have discounted tickets? We're going to do some unique Polkadot essential item designs. So we want to stay engaged as much as possible on important topics for brand and engagement. And we're also, after my summer vacation now, we'll kick off the business development project where we'll have a dedicated project manager that we're currently hiring to kick off all of that cool business development work. I want to end this to say we want to be involved. We want to engage with you guys. So come talk to us. We need your input. We want to understand. We want to really place Polkadot in a good way into gaming and esports. So Sam, raise your hand. We're both at the Heroic stand in the networking area. Come talk to us. Also engage with the marketing council, Limo, Ali, Evan, and the Distractive team. So we just want to engage. We just want to do cool things so I can be here next year and show off all the great things we've done in esports. That's it. Thank you for your time.
Woo! Amazing. Thank you so much, Kim. I really loved the video. Were there some team members in there?
Yes.
Yeah, this was very fun. Maybe some questions from the audience. Is there anything? Any questions about esports?
All clear. Everyone's an esports fan now.
That's good, and you guys want to continue later on. But maybe one quick question from my side. Like, did you evolve? I don't know. I also needed to work out in case you've covered this. Like, did you evolve from, like, let's say, offline sports into esports, or what was the story? To
Myself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good question. So there have been two things in my life that have been very important to me. It's football and gaming. So I played football at a relatively high level from when I was a kid. And at the same time, I learned to build my first computer when I was 5 years old.
Wow.
And I love to play video games. So when the opportunity came to join Heroic 2 years back, it was this perfect match of like competitive sports, gaming, and doing things that I'm pretty good at. Yeah, it was just a perfect match to go into this industry that I've been following for so many years.
Amazing. And then the Web3 and blockchain interest also joined to this.
Sure, and that was... like I said, blockchain is so nerdy and so delicious, so I just love to jump into it. Also because of there are many philosophies that really adhere to my own personal life. So I think this whole community-based engagement that you see in the blockchain space is very, very interesting personally.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you for having me.
Woo!